Shalom. As always, I want to give all the praises and the glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Barakah, Kwadash. Yahweh is the name of the Most High. Yahweh Shai is the name of the Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the 144,000 and to the hopeful elect brothers and sisters of the children of Israel. All praises and glory to our Father and to the Son. So, as you can see from today's title, for he, Esau, shall have judgment without mercy that has showed no mercy. For he, which is Esau, shall have judgment without mercy that has showed no mercy. All praises and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Today is the 28th of February 2024. So this is the last day of the month, I believe. Tomorrow will be the 1st of March. Time is really moving fast. Time is really, really moving fast. So I was looking at this article earlier from the Library of Congress, which is the US government. It's like their official government library. They call it the Library of Congress. They've got so much information hidden up in that place that they don't want us to see, basically. And I was looking at this article here, Immigration and Relocation in US History. All right. As you know, right now, there's a massive migration influx happening of Israelites coming from South America up through Central America into North America, basically. So I was kind of looking at this article. I was just reading this particular information from the Library of Congress, United States Library of Congress, right? So let me just bring it up here. Hold on. Let me bring that here. Bring it on the screen properly. So I hope you can see it. You can see all of it. So I'm just going to read it. It's very short. It says, in the 15th century, when European settlers, Edomite, that's who they are, Edomites, settlers, began to arrive in North America, the continent was richly populated with Native American communities. So the continent was richly populated with Israelite communities, because those Native American Indians are the 10 lost tribes of Israel. It says hundreds of thousands of people lived in a wide range of environments from shore to shore, each community or nation with its own distinct culture, right? The centuries that followed the arrival of Esau, the Edomite, were years of tremendous upheaval as the expansion of settler territory and the founding and the growth of the United States resulted in Native American communities, which were the 10 lost tribes of Israel, these are Israelites, being moved, renamed, combined, dispersed, and in some cases destroyed. So all of those are covered the curses, right? Moved, we were scattered. Renamed, so we were moved. Israel was scattered. Renamed, lost our heritage. They combined, dispersed, part of the scattering, and in some cases destroyed, because we are a destroyed people. And it was these Edomites that destroyed us, basically, through all of the wickedness that they did to the children of Israel, right? And this is specifically talking about here, the northern kingdom, which are referred to as the 10 lost tribes of Israel. You know, the tribes of Gad, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar, Reuben, Manasseh, Ephraim. They've all gone up my mind, but those are the 10 tribes, basically. Those are the majority of the 10 tribes. Simeon, so forth and so on, right? Anyway, it says here, these dislocations and changes took place across many centuries, right? Many centuries. They were being oppressed, they were being moved, renamed, combined, dispersed, and destroyed over centuries. Because it takes time to destroy a nation of people, right? To completely destroy them. It says, and each individual episode was marked by its own set of unique circumstances, from public negotiations and careful planning to subterfuge and deceit. Look at that word subterfuge, right? Search Google for subterfuge. Let's quickly look it up.
Subterfuge.
Deceit used in order to achieve one's goal. I mean, that's Esau in a nutshell, right? The Lord could have named these Edomites the nation of the subterfuge, right? You know, that could have been, they could have been called the nation of the subterfuge, right?
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Deceit used in order to achieve one's goal. I mean, that's these Edomites in a nutshell, right? I mean, we can absolutely all agree on that, right? That is the so-called white man, aka the Edomites, in a nutshell. So there was careful planning to subterfuge and deceit. Careful planning by the devil. It says, from declarations of friendship, what does the scripture say? Never trust thy enemy, because like as iron rusteth, so does his wickedness. All right. From declarations of friendship to calls for genocide. All right. So that's from one. If you think about it, that's going from one extreme to another. All right. From declarations of friendship, never trust thy enemy, to calls for genocide, right? That kind of reminds me of Psalms 137, when they was calling for the genocide of the Israelites back then, the Edomites, during the Babylonian captivity. It says, from disease, starvation, and bloodshed to perseverance, resistance, and hope in the face of persecution. So they littered us with disease, starvation, and bloodshed to perseverance, resistance, and hope in the fact of persecution, right? That's the devil. All of that. Because we had the Lord. See, the Lord, see the perseverance. If you look at the word perseverance, right? That just shows you, boy, that the Lord had to have a remnant. A remnant.
Perseverance.
Persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. All right. And bloodshed to perseverance, resistance, and hope in the face of persecution. All right. So we had to perseverance. We had to do this.
Perseverance.
Persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Because we're not going to achieve success until Yahweh Shai comes and the angels to deliver the remnant of those that persevered. Because the Bible talks about persevering to the end, right? So the Lord delivers the remnant of the Israelites. Right? So something difficult what we go through, and what we had to go through and continue to go through. All right? In achievements, because that success is coming. That success is coming. Persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. That success is coming. That success is coming in the form of the kingdom. Let's quickly go back. So it says here, but all were driven by the relentless expansion of European settlements and US territory, and the US government policies that relegated the independence and well-being of the Native Americans to secondary status, if that. Native American communities today span the continent and continue to grow and change, but the mass relocation and other changes, most notably those of the 19th and 20th centuries, shaped many aspects of US society in ways that persist today. This is why the Lord is coming to judge you devils. That's what you must understand. So, I thought I'd type in, where is it? Is it here? Can't think where I did it. Maybe I didn't do it. Let's type it in. Adversaries, right? Because they are our main adversaries, right? These Edomites. So let's just read out a few scriptures, right? So Exodus 23, verse 22. It says, "But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice, you Israelites, and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thine adversary." So this is what the Lord is doing right now, preparing for those of us that are truly obeying the Lord's voice, those of us that have come back, repented, converted, those of us that are following the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of your ability, because the laws, commandments, and statutes can't save you. Only Yahweh Shai can save you. So we do them to the best of our ability, right? We're obeying the voice of the Most High. The Most High said he's going to make, Yahweh says he's going to make, I will be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thine adversaries, right? So he's only talking to the children of Israel. So Deuteronomy 32, verse 27. It says, "Were it not that I feared the wrath," it says, "Were it not that I feared the wrath of the enemy, lest their adversaries should behave themselves strangely, and lest they should say, one hand is high, and the Lord Yahweh has not done all this." But we know the Lord is coming to do, and we know that we have to be judged because of what we did. Deuteronomy 32, verse 43. "Rejoice, O you nations, with his people. Rejoice, Esau." Listen carefully. All right? Put this over a minute. "Rejoice, all you nations, with his people." Right? What did they do to us? What did they do to us? They went from what was it? Subterfuge, careful planning, subterfuge, and deceit. From declaration of friendship to cause of genocide, from disease to starvation and bloodshed. All right? Esau, the Edomites, the so-called white man. This is what they did to the children of Israel. All right? In the Americas today, who they referred to as the Native American Indians, who they called Latinos, Hispanics, Mexicans, and Puerto Ricans. This is what Esau did. So the Lord's saying this: "Rejoice, O you nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants." He's going to revenge us, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. So this is the stage that we're moving into now. The Lord is preparing to render vengeance to the adversaries of the children of Israel, starting with the Edomites, because they've all rejoiced over us, and particularly Esau, Edom, the Edomites, the so-called white man, and the wickedness that they did to the children of Israel. And today we're specifically talking about the Native American Indian tribes of North, South America, and Canada. This is what the Edomites did. So the Lord said, "Rejoice, you nations. Keep celebrating, because he will avenge us. He's going to avenge the blood of his servants, which are the children of Israel, and he's going to render vengeance to his adversaries." Simple. Perfect example of it is this here. I actually want to bring this one up. Joshua 5, verse 13. "And it came to pass, when Joshua was by Jericho, that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him, with his sword drawn in his hand," literal sword. "And Joshua went unto him and said unto him, Art thou for us, or for our adversaries?" So this is the question that these devils are asking themselves right now. Do they really believe the Most High is for them because they're in the power seat, all the things that they've built and that they've supposedly done around the world? Do they really believe the Most High is for them? Or is he their adversaries? We believe he's for us, just like Joshua's asked question here. Art thou for us or for our adversaries? So this is what the angel, and this is an angel that Joshua was speaking to. Because the angels are going to carry a two-edged sword, literal two-edged sword when they come with Yahushua. And he said, nay, but as a captain of the host of Yahweh. So he's a captain, this angel was a captain of the host of Yahweh. So the word host there is what? Just to show you, the word host should mean armies. He's a captain of the host.
Strong's H 6635. Tsava. Tsava.
Host. That which goes forth, army, war, warfare, host. So he's a captain of an army in preparation for war. That which goes forth, army, war host, right? He's a captain of a host. Oh, beautiful. And he says, nay, no, but as a captain, that's his position, of the host of the armies of Yahweh, am I now come. So he's coming to Joshua as a captain of the host of Yahweh's angels, just one of the captains. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did worship and said unto him, what says my Lord unto his servant? And the captain of Yahweh's host, Yahweh's army, said unto Joshua, loose thy shoe from off thy foot, for the place whereon thou standest is holy. And Joshua did so. So the angels basically came to aid Joshua in this war. And the angels are coming to do that again. But this is going to be the final battle that they're coming to aid. 1 Samuel 2:10, the adversaries of Yahweh shall be broken to pieces. Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them. The Lord, Yahweh, shall judge the ends of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his king, and exalt the horn of his anointed. That's getting ready to be done again. He's getting ready to implement that again. I said this time it's going to be forever and ever. King David on his throne, Yahweh on his throne. Let's grab a few more. It says, they also that render evil for good, Psalms 38:20, are mine adversaries, because I follow the thing that is good. Right? And that's what we are doing. And what's the thing that is good? Is this word, this bread, this water, which is this word. That's the thing that is good. Is this word and understanding this word through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, in truth and spirit and sincerity. Psalm 71 verse 13. Let them be confounded and consumed that are adversaries to my soul. Let them be covered with reproach and dishonor that seek my hurt. And that's exactly what's coming to Esau and to the nations. That's starting with the elites of Esau, the Edomites. Okay. Psalms 109 verse 29. Let mine adversaries be clothed with shame, and let them cover themselves with their own confusion as with a mantle. And that's exactly what's happening to the Lord's adversaries today. They are clothed with shame, because everything's been exposed about this devil, these Edomites, and they've covered themselves with their own confusion, total confusion. Because they're in this society is in total confusion. Total confusion. Left is right, right is left, up is down, down is up, black is white, white is black. Total confusion. Isaiah 1 and 24. Therefore says the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, that's Yahweh of the armies, the mighty one of Israel, not of the world, of Israel. I will ease me of my adversaries and avenge me of mine enemies. See, the Most High loves vengeance. This is why he allows these adversaries to build up with their wickedness. He allows them to pop up their chests and institute their wickedness and implement their wickedness like what we see here over centuries, because when he comes, boy, he's coming with an almighty bang. An almighty bang. And he loves vengeance, boy. Isaiah 59, verse 18. According to their deeds, this is a very good one. So what are their deeds? According to their deeds, we read out their deeds, right? These dislocations and changes took place across many centuries. So their deeds took place across many centuries. They continue today. And each individual episode was marked by its own set of unique circumstances, from public negotiations and careful planning to subterfuge and deceit. Those are their deeds. Subterfuge and deceit. From declarations and friendships, which is part of their subterfuge and deceit, to calls of genocide. This is their deceit. And we're witnessing their genocide here, live on TV in Palestine. We're witnessing Amalek, the Amalekites, the head tribe of the Edomites, commit genocide today. We're witnessing it today, right? We're witnessing it. Let's just put it out. I say genocide in Palestine. Actually rhymes, isn't it? Genocide in Palestine. Let's see what comes up. Are we witnessing genocide in Palestine? Israel is deliberately starving the Palestinians, right? Same thing they did to the Native American Indians. Suicide versus genocide. Rest in power. Right? As Israel, these are the small hats, Israelis, complied with the ICJ, International Court of Justice order, in Gaza genocide case. What's happening in Gaza? A genocide? Is what's happening in Gaza genocide? Experts weigh in, right? The limits of accusing Israel of genocide. UN experts call an international community to intervene, I believe. The genocide of the Palestinian people. See? Palestinian genocide accusations. It's all there. Gaza and the dilemmas of genocide. So they're doing it. Starvation genocide. The autonomy of Zionist genocide. So we're witnessing live on TV the Edomites, and that's the head tribe, Amalekites. Amalek is Esau's grandson, commit genocide live on TV. So it says, according to their deeds, accordingly, he will repay. Fury to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies. To the islands, he will repay recompense. I love this one here, Isaiah 63 and 18. The people of thy holiness, which are the Israelites, the true Israelites, which are these Native American Indian tribes, have possessed it but a little while, the Holy Land, the Promised Land, what they're fighting over today, where the Israelis are committing genocide today. Our adversaries, our main adversaries are the Edomites, Amalek, the Amalekites, so-called small hats, so-called Jewish people are the head Edomite tribe. They're called Amalek. Our adversaries have trodden down thy sanctuary. That's what they're doing now, right? That's why the scripture talks about the until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Time. I think it's Luke 17. Is it Luke 17 or Luke 21? Time of the Gentiles. Gentiles be fulfilled. Who is Luke? Yeah, Luke 21:24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, the true Israelites. It's going back to 70 AD when the Romans came in. And shall led away captives, and shall be led away captives into all nations, which is what happened to us. And Jerusalem, since that time, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. This is what they're doing right now. Jerusalem has been trodden down by Gentiles. Some call themselves Palestinians, Arabs. The others call themselves Israelis, which are Edomites. So when we go back to Isaiah 63 and 18, it says, the people of thy holiness, the true children of Israel, have possessed it but a little while. So we have possessed it alongside the Native American Indians only a little while. Our adversaries, Esau, Edom, the Edomites, the Ishmaelites, have trodden down thy sanctuary. That's what they're doing right now. Treading down our sanctuary, as we said here. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So who's trodden it down? Our adversaries. Who are our adversaries? Amalek, the descendants of Esau, Edomites, that are in there today, and the Ishmaelites, the Arabs. A few more. Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, no one's getting away, no one's getting out of this. Every one of them shall go into captivity. They shall, and they that spoiled thee shall be a spoil, and all that preyed upon thee will I give for a prey. So all of these European nations, which are Edomites, right, are going to go into captivity. The only ones that won't are those so-called Europeans that actually go back to the nation of Israel, that are actual Israelites, but look European. So they would look like an Edomite, but they go back to the Israelites. They won't be going into captivity. But all of those actual Edomites, which are Europeans, they're all going to go into captivity for all the crimes that they committed against the children of Israel. As we said here, every one of them shall go into captivity. Every one of them shall go into captivity, slavery. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that preyed upon thee will I give for a prey. What did they do? Careful planning to subterfuge and deceit. That's prey. They're preying on you. Careful planning to subterfuge and deceit. Careful planning to deceive you. Few more. Jeremiah 50 and 7. All that found them have devoured them. So when they came to the Americas, when the settlers came, they like to give themselves some real nice names, innit? We're only settlers. They didn't say European savages or European murderers or European slavers or European genocidal maniacs. They always give themselves nice names, these Europeans, these Edomites. They always seem to find a nice name to name themselves. So they say, oh, we were just settlers. We came to the Americas. We were just coming to settle, not to commit murder, pillage, rape, and genocide. We are your Edomite settlers. They like to give themselves very, very nice names, these devils. So when it says in the 15th century, when European settlers, I said, boy, it should be European genocidal maniacs, began to arrive in North America, the continent was richly populated with Native American communities, which are the 10 lost tribes of Israel. That's who they are. So when we go back here, when it says all that found them, so when the so-called settlers came, all that found them have devoured them. They devoured us in the Americas. And their adversaries said, so while they was committing these heinous crimes, Where's that? 1 second, family. Yeah, when they had committed that heinous crime, they said, "We offend not. We offend not, because they have sinned against Yahweh." Because they knew that we had gone off as a people. But they said, "Oh, we have sinned not, because they have sinned against Yahweh, yeah? The habitation of justice, even Yahweh, the hope of their fathers." But what they didn't realize, let's just quickly go to verse 8 on this while we're here. "Remove out of the midst of Babylon, and go forth out of the land of Chaldees, and be as the goats before the flocks. For lo, I will raise cause to come up against Babylon, America, an assembly of great nations from the north country, Russia, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken." So the Lord's getting ready to take America, Babylon the Great, North America. "Their arrows, intercontinental ballistic missiles, shall be as of a mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain." Not a single one. They're all going to hit their targets. That's the end result for these devils. So there's a few more here. Micah 5:9. "Thine hand shall be lifted up upon thine adversaries, and all thine enemies shall be cut off." Absolutely. Nahum 1:2. "Yahweh is jealous, and Yahweh revenges. Yahweh revenges and is furious. Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies." He's reserving wrath for his enemy, boy. Hebrews 10:27. "But a certain fearful looking for of judgment, and a fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries." And that fiery indignation is what? That's going to be the missiles. The righteous anger of those missiles. That fearful looking for of that judgment that's coming. Simple as that. So, payback is a bitch. That's all I can say, boy. Payback is a bitch. Believe me. So for all your careful planning, Esau, and subterfuge and deceit, from your declarations of friendship to calls for genocide, from disease to starvation and bloodshed, you're going to face your judgment for all of those acts of wickedness. So I pray you're edified. Kau halal Yahweh Bashim, Haushai Bashim, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom.